The government, our advisor, and we submitted our budget. In March, our budget was rejected, citing various issues, among them a non-functional ERP system, non-compliance with the recommendations by the Parliament and the Auditor.
This one.
And the Auditor General's office to re-engage the previous ERP system. Also, the issue of audits that were in arrears. Also, our huge data bill and the issues to do with the joint ventures. In April, mid-April, we submitted our proposal on how we are going to deal with those issues. As of today, I can safely say we have managed to deal with most of the issues as highlighted by the ministry. On recurring audits, I would safely say by end of this year, I think up to December, we will be up to date, and hoping by March next year we'll be able to submit our up-to-date accounts in terms of the law. On the huge data bill, we have engaged more staff to deal with the data, as well as other means like engaging the debt collectors, so that we can reduce the huge data bill. We also encourage residents to own up and pay their bills on time, and also clear their bills before council comes down on them. On joint ventures, I think the issues that were raised, we've already addressed them. On the ERP system, the ministry had said we have not complied with the Auditor General's recommendation to re-engage the previous ERP system, and therefore we did likewise. On April 30th, we had a special council here where we resolved to re-engage the previous ERP system, which is Q Associates, the implementers of BIQ. I would safely say up to today, BIQ is on site. We have just come out of a meeting with them where they were giving us an update. We have got 10 core modules that they've safely installed, and we are good to go. The only thing left is to put on the take-on balances. Otherwise, the infrastructure to implement the BIQ is on place. I would also say, yes, as a city, we have got some challenges where we need to upgrade our systems. We need to upgrade most of our equipments, as most of them were outdated. So you'd see in the next quarter, that is coming this third quarter, we will be able to procure new up-to-date computers, servers, to upgrade and upscale the operations of the system. This is what I wanted to appraise you of the progress that we have done so far. There are a lot of trainings that are going to happen. There are a lot of data cleaning that is going on, so that when we start operating the system, everything will be perfect and we are good to go. Maybe for that, I would like to thank you all for coming. I don't know if there are any questions. Yeah.
This is the BIQ. Pardon?
Question.
Okay, I'm taking questions now. Okay, I'm taking questions from the media. You can say your name and your media house.
I'm Peter Tanganywa from Zanu. So I want to know, because previously I think it was highlighted that BIQ had already been installed. So you're saying you're now taking final steps to install it, but I want to know the steps and also the amount that you guys have agreed with the BIQ system, and also the previous debt that was there. Because I remember when you guys had a rebel, there was a squabble about the money that was owed by City of Harare. Then they had to pull out. So I want to know where the progress is.
Okay. Okay, you can take 3 persons.
You also talked, I'm Maxwell Makumana from this side. You also talked about a huge debt. How much are you owed by residents?
Okay, third person, then we go to the answers. Okay, we can get responses for the 2.
Okay, maybe I'll start with the debt. I think it's around 70 million US. Yes, that's true. And of this, the major chunk are the residents. Then there are others like the industry, the government, and the dormitory towns. But those ones, we've managed to deal with them heavily, and their bill is now low. But mainly, the residents are the major debtors that we have so far. Then on what you have said, I think the total cost of our system is around 2.6 million US. However, this is not a once-off payment. We are going to stagger it this is reinstallation charges. That's reinstallation charges. Therefore, for now, we are going to pay them 300,000 as an advance payment for the works that they are doing. Then we'll be paying as they progress and add more modules.
So from when will it be functional?
So far as it stands, I think by early August, we should be operational to give, say, the general ledger, I think should be up. Then other general ledger and receipting, accounts payables, inventory, procurement, payroll, budgeting, asset register, and bank reconciliation. However, they will be doing in stages, but other modules will be done concurrently. Yes. So we are hoping, our target is to make sure that by January 2025, we should be IPSAS compliant. That's our target. So as we go, then we will be making sure we are on track in terms of implementing and becoming IPSAS compliant as per government requirement. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you so much. We are appreciate you for this reference to one of the maybe concern issue maybe as my residents, Junior Kwanisa, is how are you managing without like we are in the digital world whereby ERP is very essential, is very important. So how are you managing without ERP?
Okay. I'll give my IT guy to explain some, but it's not like we don't have completely. It's not like we are operating on nothing. We have had a system that we are operating with. However, its ability is slow. You see, the system is a bit slow and also cannot capture data to the magnitude that we would want as a city. That's why you see we have been able to bill, and we have been able to receipt. However, there were issues around complaints to say the billing is not accurate and stuff. However, we encourage those who feel their bill is not accurate. They are free to approach our revenue offices or even come to town house, and those can be rectified or explained to them if there is any case. Yeah, maybe you can say.
What are the measures that you're putting in place to ensure that debt is cleared by the residents? Since the issue is never been completed.
Okay, thank you for that. We have got a lot of measures that we can do. That includes enforcement. So what we do is we have teams that will be following up on residents. If they fail to pay, then we might there are many measures that we can use. We can sue them. We can use debt collectors. We can even close water and stuff like that. So we are still looking at suitable means that would have a win-win situation where residents probably they'll be struggling to pay as well as we want to provide service. So it's something that we are still considering. But if the worst comes to the worst, then debt collection and in terms of debt collection, then that would be what we would try to enforce. Yes. Yes, of course.